Hello children, welcome to today's class. So in today's class we are going to discuss about degree of adjectives. Okay, so we already have discussed more about adjectives. So adjectives are nothing but the words that describes a noun. So now we are going to discuss the types of adjectives. What are the different ways we use adjectives? So when you use a noun, it is same in all the sentences, in all the scenarios, isn't it? All the scenes, the noun is the same, but the adjectives differ. The adjectives, when you use it, it differs. So the degree is nothing but the level, the measure, or the strength. That word has got something, okay? That degree has got something to do with the noun. So because when we describe something, it measures it, isn't it? When you just say he is a boy, he's a boy, that's it. I'm not telling anything about that boy. But when I say he is a good boy, he's a tall boy, I have described him here using the word tall. Okay, so there you find it like you know his level. Okay, he's tall, he's good. Okay, that is his strength also, isn't it? He's a good boy, he's a tall boy, all those. So degree talks about the measure of the adjective. How are the words different? How are they used different in different places or different sentences? So let us see what it is. Okay, please don't get confused. It is very easy. You have been using this when you are conversing with your friends and teachers, but you have not noticed it what it is. So I am telling it what it is. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about degree of adjectives. So what is a degree of an adjective? So what is actually this degree? So first, before going to what is the thing, we have to recall what is adjectives. So adjectives are nothing but the words that we use to describe a noun. So what is a noun actually? Noun is nothing but it is a name of a place, person, animal and thing. Okay, but simply if you add a noun in a sentence, you don't give any details about it, isn't it? So whenever you write something, it should be in a detailed manner. So to give a detail of what you're writing, what you do, you describe it, isn't it? You describe it. For example, when I asked you to write about your favorite thing, you wrote many sentences like what is its shape, how does it taste, how does it feel when you touch it, isn't it? So why did you do that? So that I can get a clear idea of what you have written. You could have just written it is an ice cream, that is my favorite, that's it. But you didn't do that, isn't it? What you described it using many words, isn't it? Like it is cold, it is hot, it is small, it is big, it is tasty, it is yummy, isn't it? So all those words are adjectives where you describe the noun. Now when we describe a noun, sometimes we also compare the nouns, isn't it? Now when you are describing about your favorite thing, you just describe it and leave. For example, I say when your parents buy you something new. For example, take an example of a box, okay, pencil box. So where you are getting a pencil box from your parents as a birthday gift, it is very special. Okay, so next day what you do, you take it to your school, and what is the next thing that you do? You will show it to your friends, and at the same time what you do, you will check whether your friend also has the same box or not, isn't it? You will check it with its color, with its size. Understood the uses, the different things. Nowadays the box has got different things. It has got a calculator, it has got separate places to keep the eraser and all. So you compare your boxes with your friends also, isn't it? So that time you use the adjective in a different way. When you use it with yourself, the adjective, the word that you describe is different. When you compare something and when you describe both the things, there the adjectives are different. Okay, just the spelling has to be altered. The spelling, the same spelling, you need to add 2 3 words behind it. So then the degree works here. Okay, so degree of an adjectives are used to measure it. So obviously when you talk about your box alone, that is different. When you compare your box with mine and when you describe it, that is different. So there you say whose is nice and whose is not nice, isn't it? The same way. So that becomes the degree, which means degree tells degree of an adjective means when you compare two nouns and when you form an adjective there, it tells you the level of that noun. Okay, now let us see in detail. So degree of adjectives are of three types. So there are three adjectives. There are three degrees for an adjective. One is positive degree, second one is comparative degree, and third one is superlative. So the positive degree is used when you talk only about your things or only about one thing, one noun or group of nouns, but it is in single. Okay, that is positive. Comparative, the name itself says you use this kind of adjective when you compare two nouns. When you check, compare means what? To check. Okay, the same, take the example of the same box. When you check whose box is bigger, mine or yours, whose is good, looking good, whose is having those racks in many racks in that. So all those properties, when you check, that becomes a comparison. Now superlative is the superpower, like it is a superhero. Okay, so that becomes the word there that you use here, that is different. So as I said, you just have to alter the same adjective, has to be differentiated using adding 2 to 3 letters behind it. Okay, let us see what is each one of them. So this is positive degree. The positive degree is the normal adjective form, the one that comes in your mind when you think of an adjective. So the positive degree is the simplest form. When I say an adjective, when I say, what are the words that comes in your mind? You say clever, good, bad, small, short, all those simple words. So that is a positive. You are not comparing anything here. You are just describing a thing here. So the positive degree is the normal adjective. The normal words that you use to describe the noun is a positive adjective. Okay. You use this form when describing one thing or a group of things. So listen carefully. You use this kind of adjective when you're not comparing anything. You're not at all comparing anything. When you're talking about your things, for example, when you're talking about only your box, or when you're talking about a group of people, you're not comparing there. You're only talking about a thing there, only one thing. You're not at all comparing. At that time, the adjective that you use becomes the positive adjective. I have given an example here. You can see I have given 3 examples where I have told Maya is tall. So I have told, I'm talking only about the girl Maya. I have told that she is tall. So Maya is a noun and tall is an adjective. So I have told that Maya is tall. That's it. In the second sentence, I have told Sid is brave. So Sid is a brave boy. Next one, my box is big. Now you can see, did I compare anything here? Did I compare Maya with any other people? No. Did I compare Sid with any other boy? No. Did I compare my box with someone else's? No. I just told about my box. I just told about Sid. I just talked about Maya. I didn't tell about anybody else. So this kind of adjectives, when you are not describing it, when you are comparing it, that becomes a positive adjective. That is a normal form. When you wrote about your mom, your dad, your favorite food, all those adjectives were positive adjective. That is positive degree. Okay, that adjective is called as positive degree. Now, the second form of adjective is nothing but comparative degree. So, the name itself tells us when you compare two things, okay, when you are comparing two things and describing them, that word, the adjective which you use there becomes the comparative degree. The comparative degree is used to compare two people, places or things. These are all nouns. That's why I put it in the bracket as noun, because people, places, things and ideas, everything is noun. Okay, the name that we give to them is a noun, and when the word that uses that is used for describing it is an adjective. So when you compare two people, two places or two things, and when you use a word there, that becomes your comparative degree. The same adjective can be differentiated. I am showing it here, just listen. The next one tells us that the word than is used when you compare something. That is, when you compare your boxes and your friend's box, in that sentence you use the word than. You can see it here. Example I have given here is Maya is taller than Sia. I have told that Maya is taller than Sia. Sid is braver than Sam. My box is bigger than yours. So here in all the 3 sentences, I have compared two people. I have compared Maya's height with Sia's height. I have compared Sid and Sam for checking who is brave. Okay, and here I to compare the size of the box, I have compared my box with yours. Okay, so this becomes the same adjective. In the previous slide I showed you in positive degree, the sentence was Maya is tall, so it was tall. That's it. I didn't compare her with anyone. Here the same adjective has been changed to taller, braver, bigger. So all these words are comparative. When an adjective ends with er, okay children, now see, when you add er to an adjective, that becomes comparative degree. Understood? So Maya is taller than Sia. So here I have used the word Sia. Than Sia I have used, because than is a word that is used to compare again. So that is not an adjective. Taller, that is an adjective. So when you compare two things and an adjective is given there, that adjective, that word is a comparative degree. So here I have given in this box, er is added at the end of the adjectives to compare to nouns. So when you are comparing two nouns, that is nouns I have given in general. Noun is, what is a noun actually? When you compare two people, two places, two things together, there you use a word like taller I have used here, or bigger. Take that example, my box is bigger than yours. So I have told that my box is bigger than your box. So now the comparison is happening. So when you use these kinds of word adjectives that ends with er, that is an comparative degree. Superlative degree. So this is an adjective that is having superpower. Let us see why it is so. The superlative degree can be used if you are comparing three or more people, places or things. The same way, here also the comparison is happening, but it is happening in more of number. In previous slide, in comparative, you are only comparing two people. Maya was compared only with Sia. I didn't compare Maya with the whole class or Maya with the whole family, nothing like that. I just compare her with another kid, that's it. But here, superlative degree is something when you compare a person with all the people other. For example, if I'm talking about your box, I'm talking about, I'm comparing your box with some one kid or two kid, that becomes your comparative. When I'm comparing your box with the whole class, that becomes superlative. Now the same example you can see, Maya is tallest of all. So from the whole class, Maya is the tallest girl. So here the same adjective, the tall, taller and tallest, I have added est at the end. Okay, you can check it. I have added est to the end. That means this is a superlative. This word has got superpower. See, I have told Maya is the tallest of all. It means she is the one who is very tall in the class. The same sentence can be written as Maya is the tallest girl in the class. So from the whole class, only Maya is taller. Okay. Then Sid is the bravest of all. So I have told among all of you, Sid is the bravest. Okay. Then at the third sentence, the same sentence, my box is the biggest of all. So when I compare my box with all of you, my box is the biggest of all. So this is how the adjective differs from comparison. Like when you just say describe your one thing, or only one thing is being described, that becomes positive. When you compare two things, when you compare two nouns and tell an adjective there or describe it, that adjective becomes the comparative. The next one, the superlative, is nothing but your like you are being compared with the whole class, and that time when I use an adjective, that becomes the superlative. So this has got a power, isn't it? When I'm saying you are the bravest of all the people in this class, you will feel proud, isn't it? That's why the name is given superlative. Okay, so here also I have explained here that est is added to the end of the adjectives to compare more than two nouns. Here more than two people are compared, more than two objects are compared. So a person is compared with the whole group. So that's why it is called as superlative. By now you would have been clear with this. Let us go to the, so here you can see how it is happening. So here you can see three people. Okay, three boys are here. So one is telling I am Gopi, the other one is telling I am Mani, I am Nitesh. So how they have formed the sentence? Gopi is taller than Nitesh. So Gopi is taller than Nitesh. Yes, of course Gopi is taller than Nitesh. Now why er is added here? Because only two people are being compared. There are three people, but only two people are being talking about. So about their height. So that is a comparative now. Okay, now in the next sentence, Mani is taller than Gopi. Now this is Mani. So we knew that Nitesh is not that much tall. When you see, check Mani's height and Gopi's height, Mani is telling that Mani is taller than Gopi. Of course it is. So here also only Mani and Gopi are being compared. Nitesh is not coming inside the group. Only two people are being compared. Now when I compare all the three, who is the tallest here? Mani. So the sentence will be Mani is the tallest boy in the group. So it is a group of three people, and where Mani is the tallest boy. So did you understand how you have to use the comparative and positive and superlative? So now we compare the heights of Gopi and Nitesh. We say Gopi is taller. This is Gopi is taller because he is taller. We compare Mani and Gopi and say Mani is taller. We again compare two people. Now we compare all the boys and say Mani is the tallest. So when you compare everything together and when you talk about a person in that group alone, that becomes a superlative. Next is, these are the examples of positive, superlative and comparative. So the first line is positive. This is normal. So when you, for example, take the first word clean. So when I say my room is clean, okay, or my classroom is clean, that's it. I didn't compare anything here. I'm just talking about my classroom. Now when I'm comparing my classroom with your classroom, I may say my classroom is the cleaner, my classroom is cleaner than yours. Okay, so here I will be using comparative. When I'm comparing my classroom with the whole school, I will say my classroom is the cleanest. So there I am comparing my classroom with others, all the classes in the school, whole school. Okay, so that becomes, so here you can see the difference. Here it is just clean. When I add er, it becomes comparative. When I add est at the end, it becomes superlative. So next words are easy, easier, easiest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Flat, flatter, flattest. So all here in all these words you can see er is added to make it a comparative and est is added to make it this one superlative. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Narrow, narrower, narrowest. Noisy, noisier, noisiest. Simple, simpler, simplest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Wet, wetter, wettest. So this is how an adjective is transformed or changed from one form to another. So whenever you are using, when you are writing a descriptive writing, and if suppose you are comparing your noun with something else, that time you have to be very careful. You have to think about this comparative and superlative. Now see, this is the book exercise that you are going to complete. So again here I have given you the examples again. So adjectives use different word endings to make comparisons. The endings er compare two people, places or things. The ending est compares three or more. So already we have discussed about this. So to make you more aware of it, I have included it in this book. When you compare two, there the sentence is like my brother's room is smaller than my room. So er is added. So obviously it is only two person are compared. The two rooms are compared. When you compare three or more, it is a group. The baby's room is the smallest room in our house. So it is the baby's room is compared with the whole house. So that's why that is superlative. Now your work is to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the adjective. Okay, so here what I have given is, I have given you the answers also, long, longer and longest. What you have to do is read the sentence, understand whether any comparison has been happened between two or group of people, then fill in the blanks with the adjectives that is given here. So long, longer, longest. A grass snake is dash. A boa is dash than a grass snake. A python is the dash snake in the zoo. So you would have understood how to fill it. Next is funny, funnier, funniest. Okay, Garrett's riddle was dash. Leha's riddle was dash than Garrett's riddle. Ty's riddle was the dash one in the class. So here also you have to use the adjectives, forms of adjectives. So this is in page number 37. I am posting this in the Google Classroom. You can refer to the slide and you can complete your work here and post it back in the Google Classroom. I hope you would have understood what are the types of adjective, that is degree of adjective. Just have, just concentrate when you write, when you describe things, just see to that you are using the correct form of adjectives. Okay, so see you in next class. Take care. Bye.